Good morning. We call to order our organizational meeting this morning, Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. Please join us for a moment of silence. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we get started with our regular agenda, we will have a few members actually swearing in this morning. So I'll call forward Miss Kelly, and if would you like our members to stand or?
If I can get the members who are going to be sworn in to come down here.
Okay.
With me, please. All right, I'll ask all of you to please raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Noel Carlson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
as a member of the City Council
as a member of the City Council
for the City of Bristol, Virginia,
for the City of Bristol, Virginia,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, well, congratulations to all. And before we also get started into our regular agenda, I did want to have a moment for city manager comments.
Yeah, Council, this morning I was informed that we had an employee whose son tragically passed away over the weekend. Roger Fredette, his son Tyler, who is in his mid to late 20s, passed away unexpectedly. Roger is one of our transit drivers, and Tyler was well known on the bus route as well throughout the city and throughout the and Bristol, Tennessee as well. So our thoughts and prayers with Roger during this difficult time, and I'll let you know more as soon as I hear more information.
All right, thank you. Are there any other comments from the council before we get into our agenda? Yep.
Mayor, I would like to say a few words. I just want to say I'm very excited to be here. I'm very thankful to be here. I know we got a lot of work before us. We have several obstacles that we have to kind of tackle as we get rolling. I'm up to the challenge. I know the city is up to the challenge. We're gonna get through this. I want to thank all those that voted in November, all those that came out. It's very important to be engaged with your community, with your government. So the turnout that we had was great. I also want to thank the two members that left us in December, Councilman Wingard, Councilman Hartley. They served the city through some difficult times. They made some difficult choices, and I do truly believe Bristol is a better place because of their work. I come into this knowing I don't have all the answers. I don't think anyone could. There's a lot of unknowns, but I'm willing to dig in. I'm willing to learn, willing to really do the job. I've been to so many council meetings, watched so many online, but I know that's just a portion of what the city does, what this job is. I kind of think of it like a car. I drive my car every single day, driven it for almost 20 years. I don't know half the things that go on under the hood, so I've got to learn. So I look forward to working with my colleagues on council, with city staff, with members of the community to really get to know what's under the hood here so that we can make good decisions, we can make good choices, and really work through some of the issues we're facing. So thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm excited to get to work. Thank you.
I'll also say something as well. A lot of people got involved in this election who don't normally get involved. I would like to thank them for getting involved, for being involved, and I would like to ask them to stay involved. We are a council of 5 members. We don't know everything. We can't know everything. We're not really expected to know everything. We have to rely on people letting us know what's going on in the community, giving us expertise that we don't have in our experience. Every one of us needs to have a different background and different set of experiences, but still we're only 5. So please stay involved. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your experience tells you so that we can make the best decisions that we possibly can based on the broadest set of experiences we possibly can. There are a number of city organizations. We have, as part of the city, a number of boards and committees that can use regular appointees, apply when those come available. We have a lot of nonprofits in this city that can use all the help they can get. So I would ask that you stay involved in any way that you possibly can, and I thank you for being involved to the extent that you have. I would also ask that you be patient with the city as we try to move forward. A government cannot and should not move quickly. That does not mean that we need to be stagnant, because we have some very important things that need to get resolved. It's just not going to be fast. Some of those things are likely to be far more expensive than what we'd ever expected. And it's going to take time and it's going to take some work. So just be patient with us as we work through it. And I thank the members up here for volunteering of their time and their efforts to work together towards the best solutions we can find.
I'll just say welcome to our new council members. I look forward to working with you. I think you'll find it's much different sitting on this side than it is out there. And with the challenges we're facing for this next year, you know, we'll have different views of things, and we'll all work together on things. But as long as we come together for the best interest of the city. So welcome to you all. Congratulations to Neil on being reelected, and I'm looking forward to working with you all the next few years.
Okay. So we'll move into our first item of our agenda, which is the appointment of a city clerk.
I move for the nomination of Joey Lammy to serve as our city clerk.
I'll second.
We do have a motion and a second for the city clerk for Joey Lammy. If there's no other discussion, clerk, please call the roll.
Holmes,
Yes.
Nave,
Yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Pollard,
Yes.
Farnham.
Yes. Next is the election of our mayor.
Is it a motion or a nomination?
You can make a motion.
Okay. I would like to make a motion to elect Neil Osborne as our mayor.
I'll second that.
We do have a motion and a second for Mr. Osborne to serve as mayor. If there are no other nominations, clerk, please call the roll.
Holmes,
Yes.
Nave,
Yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Pollard,
Yes.
Farnham.
Yes.
Hello. As you can see, we didn't plan this out, so. All right. So next item is election of vice mayor, and we're looking for a nomination.
I would like to nominate Becky Nave as vice mayor.
I'll second that.
All right, so we have a nomination for Becky Nave to serve as vice mayor and a second by Mr. Farnham. If there's no discussion, clerk, please call the roll.
Farnham,
Yes.
Holmes,
Yes.
Nave,
Yes.
Pollard,
Yes.
Osborne.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Before we move to our next item, I just want to say thank you for choosing me as mayor for 2023, and thank you to Ms. Nave for your willingness to serve as vice mayor. You know, as you've heard, we will have a tough year ahead of us. There will be some tough decisions, but it is nothing that we cannot work through, and this city will make it. There will be some big discussions, but you know, hopefully we'll have some good stuff that happens this year too, and you know, some exciting plans that hopefully we can share with you later. So I look forward to it, and I look forward to working with all of you. Next item is appointment of city manager. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that Mr. Randy Eads serves as city manager this year.
Second.
All right, motion by Mr. Farnum and second by Ms. Nave for Randy Eads to continue as city manager this year. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Farnum.
Yes.
Holmes.
Yes.
Nave.
Yes.
Pollard.
Yes.
Osborne.
Yes. All right. Next item is appointment of city attorney. Looking for a motion for nomination in a second.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that Mr. Randall Eads serve as city attorney as well this year.
Second.
All right, motion by Mr. Farnum for Randy Eads to continue as city attorney this year, and a second by the vice mayor. Is there any discussion?
Some people have asked concerning this, and it's also a topic that we've discussed over the past period of time. Well, our fiscal year is no longer aligned with our appointment year. I was wondering thoughts on aligning basically making this a 6-month appointment to coincide with the fiscal year, so that we can see if we can find a way to have a dedicated city attorney role. If we can't find that money, if we can't find someone who is as qualified as Mr. Eads in the role, we can always extend it at that point.
Well, I want to say I do understand the logic behind that, the thinking of that. I'm okay with the motion as it is being for a year. And I do think it's something, you know, that we can discuss during the budget time about the roles, and because there'll be several positions across several departments we'll have to figure out. You know, I just want to say one thing too. I just want to say I appreciate everything Mr. Eads has done in his role, and I know he started as city attorney originally and became city manager shortly thereafter to fill in, and has been serving as both roles. You know, I think a lot of people think how can somebody do 2 roles, because the city attorney, maybe they think the city attorney is someone who's, you know, down in court every day, you know, fighting for the city, which in fact, you know, the city attorney role is a little different than that. You know, there's some other pending litigation going on where the city seeks outside, you know, legal counsel for some things going on, like with currently Bristol, Tennessee, with BVU. I think it's been a great asset to the city to be able to have someone who is an attorney also as the city manager, because you know, he can think outside the box and think of certain ways to try to help the city move forward. Every department head and employee that's spoken to me has said they have the utmost respect for Mr. Eads and that they think he does a great job. So I have no problem just keeping the motion as it is now for a year term.
All right, no further discussion. Clerk, please call the roll.
Farnum.
Yes.
Holmes.
Yes.
Nave.
Yes.
Pollard.
Yes.
Osborne.
Yes. All right, next item is a closed session. Closed session pursuant to Section 2.2-3711A1, Code of Virginia 1950 is amended. Discussion, consideration, or interviews of prospective candidates for employment, assignment, appointment, promotion, performance, demotion, salaries, disciplining, or resignation of specific public officers, appointees, or employees of any public body, councilmanic appointments. Looking for a motion and a second to enter into closed session.
I move that we move into a closed session for the reasons stated.
Second.
All right, motion by Mr. Farnum, second by Mr. Holmes. Please call the roll.
Farnum.
Yes.
Holmes.
Yes.
Nave.
Yes.
Pollard.
Yes.
Osborne.
Yes. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. A roll call vote, council members certify that only business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements and specified in the motion to convene the executive session were discussed. Clerk, please call the roll.
Farnum.
Yes.
Holmes.
Yes.
Nave.
Yes.
Pollard.
Yes.
Osborne.
Yes. So for councilmanic appointments to boards and commissions, because there were a significant amount of changes with new members and members coming off of existing boards and commissions, I'm going to ask the city manager to read in full the boards and commission assignments.
The Chamber of Commerce, Neil Osborne will serve on. Discover Bristol, Neil Osborne. Finance Committee, Neil Osborne. Planning Commission, Jacob Holmes as a council appointment. The BVU Board, Anthony Farnum. Finance, Becky Nave. District 3 Government Co-op, Neil Osborne. Believe in Bristol, Anthony Farnum. Rhythm and Roots, Neil Osborne. New River Mount Rogers Workforce Investment Area Consortium, Michael Pollard. Birthplace of Country Music, Becky Nave. Discover Bristol, Jacob Holmes. Highlands Community Services Board, that will remain with Bill Hartley until June 30th, and at that time, someone else will be appointed. Redevelopment Housing Authority, Jacob Holmes. People Incorporated, Jacob Holmes. Mount Rogers Planning District, Becky Nave. Train Station Foundation, Michael Pollard. The Board of Social Services, Becky Nave. New River Mount Rogers PDC Rural Tech, Michael Pollard. Appalachian Juvenile Commission, Anthony Farnum. Highlands Community Policy and Management Team, Jacob Holmes. Bristol Public Library, Michael Pollard. Transportation Safety Commission, Anthony Farnum.
All right, thank you. So I'm looking for a motion and a second to accept the appointment list for 2023.
I'll make a motion that we accept those appointments as they were stated.
Second.
All right, motion by Mr. Farnum and second by the Vice Mayor. Please call the roll.
Farnum.
Yes.
Holmes.
Yes.
Nave.
Yes.
Pollard.
Yes.
Osborne.
Yes. If there's no further business, we stand adjourned.